Hello everybody, welcome to a live stream. Hopefully it's all running everything correctly. Sorry if you can hear my dogs in the background, they like fighting. Um, hey, hey, stop fighting, please. Stop it. they like fighting. And yeah, basically we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff. So we're right here inside of Minecraft, in Java, inside of our Cococraft world. This is the first live stream on Cococraft and everything. So hopefully it runs all right. I have a stream deck now. In the last episode I did talk about me actually doing all I haven't shown any of this or shown any of my armor or anything. I've done a little bit more since the last episode, even though the last episode released like today, and yeah, there's a lot what's going on. I mined out some of that. I finished the roof just now, so like now we kind of actually have a roof, but there is something that I want to do. So we're going to be replacing all of these walls, all of these walls, all of these walls, all of these walls, and that wall there. We're going to be replacing all of that with one thing. They're barking again. Let me quickly just sort this out. Okay, we're back. So we're here inside of the live stream. So what is like? What is my whole goal in inside of this live stream? Because this live stream, it might take an hour, it might take 2 hours, it might take 3 hours. What is my goal? Well, I need about 4,000 logs. I kind of worked it out, and it's like about 4,000 logs to be able to do that. What is about what's that? 62.5 stacks, something like that, of logs to be able to make all the barrels that I kind of want and all that. Also, I really like this wall. This wall right here. This is a wall of all the different heads that I have got. And I killed a little bit of bees. I know I shouldn't have, but it's also the case of it's fine. I basically couldn't be able to get a lot of their stuff. As you see, we have a lot of pickaxes. I started enchanting them. I got some Silk Touch pickaxes, but if we come over here, with the Silk Touch, I have a little thing, what allows me, a little plugin, what allows me to be able to get the actual things. So I got that, and then I also got a skeleton one. So come over here, we have a skeleton one. So what we need another diamond pickaxe. Diamond axe. Let's do two actually. We'll do two diamond axes. We also need some chests, so we're gonna bring some chests with us so that we can actually do that. So the goal for this episode is to basically get all the wood so that we can do the barrel stuff. It just means that I can then do it inside the episode. What I'll do is do these live streams occasionally to kind of do it all. I'll probably announce it beforehand on the Coco chat. I should probably announce that I am live on the Coco chat. That would probably be a good way to kind of help out. I guess that would be good. So let me click on the stream and everything. Make sure that the stream comes up and try and get it.
In this video, I'll show you how to...
That is not the correct video. It might help if I actually have the video. Yeah, so let me show you some statistics what I have. So 82 deaths. That's because I used to keep and falling in my base and dying, leveling up and stuff. And then it was like interactions with Stonecutter 1, raids triggered 0, of course. Jumps, I've almost done 40,000 jumps. Chest open 1,500. But if we go over here, we've killed 1,629 cave spiders, so yeah, only a little bit. And then the rest, like 162 zombies. So that's pretty much it. The 44,210 stone I've mined, as well as broke that many pickaxes of all of these. Well, not they're not all pickaxes, but you get what I mean. As well as there's of course damage taken and stuff like that. Times quit 67 times. Times since last death 0.73 days. So almost 24 hours. I would love to do a 24-hour live stream if I kind of like needed to flip my my sleep times again. I would definitely do that, because I was definitely playing for a bit more than a few hours the past like day. So let's get some lapis lazuli for that. We also need to get some of this going. I know that I do have some logs in here, and that technically means that I'm part way there now. I just rather not count them towards anything, because if I count them towards anything, then it is the case of like it's more annoying. I'm gonna be chopping down a jungle. That's why we kind of have a look for a jungle inside of the whole thing. What's good? I'm gonna announce on what Coco chat. I announced into the promotion area, and currently live streaming. Boink. There you go. That wasn't the best way of kind of doing it, but it's fine. We need to go down, get levels, then come back up. So we got the food farm that we made there. We also need to fill this up with barrels, the floor as well. So we do need a little bit extra anyway to be able to kind of do that. Also, let me show you. My diamond helmet has Aqua Infinity with. It's gonna break. Unbroken 3, Thorns 2, Protection 4. Pretty good chest plate there. Especially with the Thorns, it kind of helps if I'm struggling in a battle or something. And every time it hits me, it has a chance of hitting it back or whatever. Then we got here the Unbroken 3, Protection 3, and then we got Blast Protection 4. It was pretty good. We got a good lineup of items there and all that. And as we come down here, we should be able to wait for this all to come through. So let me bring up the chat whilst we do that, just so that I can actually make sure that I can see the chat and everything. And let me tell you, I am really enjoying this stream deck. This stream deck allows me to make like custom buttons and things for stuff like streaming, recording, stuff like that. And the best thing is about it, I can just easily like go between it. Like so right now I'm in the game. I can mute myself, or so I can click, like I have 2 clicks from like my main menu area. I've made it so that it's 2 clicks to pretty much anything. So I can go main menu. Okay, I can make it so that it's like dark. Then I can make it light. I know you can't see this, but like say okay. It's about 5 wide, 5 wide and 3. I don't even have enough blocks for this, but yeah, it's basically that big as a thing. What is smaller than your like average hand. Okay, let me use my stuff. So what happens is I can go. Oh, I want to like select something. So this one here is my turn down button normally. This is like my main menu. Turn down. Make it so that it's brighter. Then I got my Discord one. When I click on my Discord one, I have 2 buttons here. One to be able to deafen myself, and one to be able to mute myself. I'm probably going to add more functions, but there's also just a Discord thing there and a back button there. So I can open up Discord, but it doesn't really work, so it's not really best. As when I go into this one here, that one's my OBS one. Well, I have a live stream thing here now. Then I have a record button there. I have a mute me, so I can press it and mute myself. I can also press this one above here, and I can mute the game. So right now, you can't hear the spiders, as I can still hear the spiders, what's kind of helpful. Now, there's also a OBS thing there, so it means that I can go into the menus and open up like OBS and stuff like that easily. So we go back over to the main menu. Then I got Minecraft, so I can click on Minecraft, and then it's got 3 things there. as well as a Minecraft syncable there, so I can click on Minecraft to be able to open up Minecraft. But, so if I click on this one here, it actually brings up, I'll show you, because I'm of course in Minecraft, it brings up my waypoints, so I can hold control whilst doing it, and it brings up that as well. So if we go back in our inventory, the one down here is actually to bring up our mini-map. So that's pretty cool. We can bring up our mini-map straight from there, and then if we go back, this one here is actually to be able to toggle my little mini-map thing. So that's pretty cool. I find I could actually do quite a lot with that sort of thing. So we need to be about level 33, so we're gonna have to do that whilst we're in here. We got another cave spider head, but let's move all of that like off to the side. So we're back to the menu. Next one, this is like the main menu. This one is YouTube. So I press on YouTube, and it has a little YouTube icon there. What means that I can click on that, and I can actually go onto like my YouTube channel. Then I got 3 buttons. What I do not press, they actually have like integrated things into it. So this one shows my subscriber. This one shows how many views I've got on YouTube, and this one shows how many videos I've released on YouTube. So currently it says 68, 691, and 13. That's because I'm really into statistics and stuff. So because I'm so much into statistics and stuff, I kind of want it there so that I can just say, so like right now whilst I'm doing streaming and all that, I can just look at it and kind of go, oh, that's kind of cool. Like I can just easily see it without having to go on Social Blade or something like that. But that's just more of like the things that I sort of like. But it also means that I can go, oh, we're coming up to our 1,000 subscribers, because we're on 691 at the moment. We're getting there quite fast with these live streams and all of that. I might as well do something like a video for that or something, and then that increases my video amounts and stuff, and I can go, oh, I've actually got more subscribers than videos or something like that, and it just means that I can kind of do that. Next one, so this is the main menu again. We go back and we click on here, what is my Premiere Pro tab, and I actually just have Premiere Pro there, so I can click on Premiere Pro and it loads up Premiere Pro. And then I have up here is actually a picture of one of my friends, because I...
Can you just speak to the doctor a minute?
one sec. Sorry about that. I was kind of caught up in doctor stuff because of my medication and all that. I did mention about it inside of my last video of episode 2 and all that. But now we're back. So we're talking about my Premiere Pro one. My Premiere Pro one. So I have Premiere Pro up there, so I can load up Premiere Pro. Then I have here It's actually a picture of one of my friends. I had to edit like a photo for them, and I'm like, I can't be bothered to make another button for screenshots at the moment. So I've ended up just making it so that it's a picture of them, and it's nice to kind of see that when I'm doing that sort of thing. Then if we come back out, we have right here is actually the Elgato my Elgato menu. So it has Elgato, my Elgato capture software thing there, and a screenshot one. What I didn't make the screenshot one, so it's really weird because I also don't want that screenshot one as the other one. Then a mute button so I can mute myself when I'm in games and stuff, and then a record button. No stream button yet because I'm not really doing any streams on my Xbox at the current moment. And then we come back out and I have a brightness button and a brightness button is in that one turns it up to full, that one turns it to minimum, so that means that I can kind of say if I'm going to be doing stuff without really doing much, then I can do that. Hello, just got in and I'm subbing right now to help you. Thank you, dude. I'm actually I've kind of set myself a goal of 100 subscribers for the end of like the year, and I'm sure that I could probably do that if I'm doing my videos and stuff. And down at the bottom right, we actually do have a timer, so I can actually see the time without. It's not a timer. It's just a time. With my little little what's it, the little icon what I use for all my Coco stuff now. We still need one more level, come on. This is not really a great XP system, but yeah, that's basically what my actual whole system kind of looks like, the stream deck and all that. I hope that kind of sums that up a little bit so that you kind of understand how my stream deck works. I find it really awesome. I might actually do like a mini video on it. I actually wanted to record myself opening it and then using it, but I never ended up doing that. And my puppies are barking now. They're probably just they want attention, but of course, like while I'm streaming and to they just want attention all the time, and it's a little bit annoying, but it's also the case of it's really cute when they're not trying to scratch your legs or anything like that. I've definitely had my fair share of scratches and things on my legs now from them, but they're kind of cool. Well, not cool, but they're cute. When you have a cute animal, it's the case of like you can't stop giving it affection and stuff. Like my cat, also, I love giving affection to the cat, but the cat won't like sit on your lap or anything, as the dogs will. But the dogs are gonna get quite big, so they're not gonna be great on the lap. They're gonna be quite heavy and wet on your lap. But yeah, our sword's going quite well. That's pretty good. And we're gonna be hopefully seeing in a bit that we're gonna get some really good like axes, and then getting the 4,000 logs worth of stuff going on. But yeah, there is a actual I know there inside the jungle there is a place that we can go to be able to find. I kind of want to just like mine out something to be able to just get the remaining XP, but I know that it's not going to really work like that. Inside of the jungle there is actually a temple, a jungle temple that I have found, what I kind of want. Sorry I keep on doing that. I shouldn't do that anymore, especially as like my stream deck. Like I've got a stream deck. Like stream deck, it allows me to be able to like mute myself. So like a minute ago I had to mute myself so that I can talk to the doctor without having to like I had to talk to the doctor. So it's like, okay, mute myself, and then I unmute myself when I'm done. But yeah, with the levels that we're meant to be now, so that's good. We can technically move this XP, this thing up to, like, I worked out that my actual farm here won't technically be able to go all the way up to my actual place that I want it to go. So I'm gonna definitely have to do that. At that, and I have a second spawner, a second cave spider spawner. What would be really good to be able to sort out? If I could sort it out and bring them up here, well, have the spawner below my base and make it so that it brings it up, so that when I'm on this floor, I can kind of like AFK here or something, and it'll bring them up, or even making it so that it's centered. That could be kind of cool. I'm not sure if I could center it, like make it so that it's centered. I think that the base is centered onto like 2 blocks. What is a little no, it should be centered on 1 block, because 11 across, 11 across, 11 across, so it should be centered on 1 block. So we're here to enchant Silk Touch on, okay, but a decent Unbroken 3, Efficiency 4 on the axe. I don't know why you need Silk Touch on an axe. Okay, so Unbroken 3, yeah, that's good. Okay, so we got some really good axes, and we should be able to mine out the almost 3 chests worth. That's why I kind of got the chests here, so I can kind of do that without having to really think much of like, oh yeah, we're gonna run out of space or whatever. I should also bring the beds, because a bed will also be helpful to not have to worry about the night and stuff. It just means that I can just go off and mine and do the things that we kind of need to do. We come over here, we can then go to this right here, and we can then go all the way to the other area. Let me actually explain this. It's going to be in the next video. I'm definitely going to be doing this in the next video of all of these signs. I'm going to go around the back of them, and whilst I explain them, and then I'll go in front of them to talk about it. You're getting a sneak peek of the next episode. Well, I don't know when it's going to release, because I kind of need to work on it and stuff. And this is helping the next episode, me doing the wood. Well, not me talking about this, but whatever. So these signs are the tasks that I kind of need to do, what I have to complete and stuff like that. So one of the things is bottom floor super smelter. Another one is for the bottom floor, I want a mass storage area. Then finish roof, I've actually done that, so I can get rid of that. Then there's base lanterns, so I actually want to replace torches with lanterns instead, because I think they're more powerful, and it would just look a little bit nicer. Then we move on. Line walls with barrels. This is what we're kind of doing. We're sorting it out so that we can line the walls with barrels. Nether portal. I can't spell, by the way. So nether portal. We need a nether portal to be able to get into the nether. That going into the nether I'm trying to push off at the moment, because 1.16 is right around the corner. It's on pre-2 for last time I looked. I said about it being pre-1 in the beginning of last episode, and pre-2 came out like I think the next day. We had a lag spike there, so that was a little bit annoying, because I had outdated information and stuff. Then cover base, I need to cover the roof of this, because on top of this that there is just nothing. Then task tunnel, what is going to be for all of the new signs, what I'm going to have after, of course, those signs, or even just put those signs into the area as I do it. But yeah, let's go up. Let's kind of get into position, get into our area and all that. Also, if you want to come and join the Discord that I have and everything, just it's all the way in the actual description on the top line and everything. You can come and check it out and everything, and everything. You can come and check it out, and it'll be great, because I'm quite active on the Discord now. Of course, I'm not active at the current moment, because I'm doing this live stream where we're basically just kind of gonna just we're gonna destroy this. But yeah, my mum and all that is telling the dogs to leave and all that. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. Yeah, give me a minute. Okay, now that kind of is out the way, we can carry on streaming how we are at the moment. So we actually used our ability up. So what happens is you can get, because of MCMMO, what is actually one of our plugins. So we have two plugins. We have one for being able to actually do the we have one plugin to be able to actually do the MCMMO. Then we have another plugin to be able to do the Silk Touch for the actual what's it called? What I shown earlier. If I remember what it's called, it might be a little bit helpful. Doing the actual Silk Touch for the spawners, what means that I can Silk Touch a spawner and it'll be helpful, and it's just better like that. What's good, like I Silk Touch in a spawner, I can move the spawner and I can do whatever I want with the spawner. What is better than, I guess, not being able to move it and having to build the actual thing around the spawner fully. What means that I kind of need to work on not moving the spawner but fixing the spawner. When's okay? That's 133 seconds away. Well, it's not too bad. I'm not gonna eat yet, but yeah, we are getting there quite quickly. We need about, was it 62.5? We got almost 3. so not too bad so far. And I don't know why I'm getting lag spikes. Might have to relog inside of the world quickly. It might be because I'm doing a combination of streaming and actually doing Minecraft at the moment, but it shouldn't be that case, hopefully. Let's do a quick relog as we can. So yeah, there's that. Was a little bit annoying, but hopefully it's gonna be all right. And yeah, hopefully you're doing alright and everything, guys. Like, you can comment on the live chat and everything. I have that open at the current moment, so you can come and chat about things and talk about what's going on at the current moment and all that, and I will be able to reply and say, what's up? Whatever I kind of need to kind of say in that context, I guess. Okay. So we should be back in. And all our load up stuff. Oh, the not responding thing is kind of happening. Yeah, jungles have never been really optimized at all. So the problem with jungles, that's not good. My yeah, that's definitely not good if it's like that. Yeah, jungles have never been really optimized. There's a bee. But I definitely know that the Minecraft 1.16 is definitely more optimized than 1.15. Where's that? I'm trying to find that that jungle thing. What allows me to be able to then do the piston thing to be able to then get all of the stuff. Also, in the first episode, I kind of I tamed a bird. Or a parrot, to be more specific, and the problem with I tamed the parrot, and by the way, I'm just trying to move things so that I can see stuff. When I tamed the parrot, I believe that I actually, like, people might be like, oh yeah, you probably just like sat it down somewhere in the jungle. I believe I killed it when I was mining at one point. I actually was swinging my pickaxe, heard creeper sounds and all that, because of course the parrot probably teleported to me, and I ended up killing a parrot, and I think it was my parrot because it was in like a cave system, what was not massively close to this area, but was close enough that, like, say the little parrot could kind of teleport. So my parrot probably died. This is probably why I'm having lag spikes, if anything, at the moment. That's not good. that's definitely not good. I don't like having these lag spikes. They're gonna get me killed at some stage. But yeah, there's also a really weird glitch that I recently have been looking at, and that's I've been looking at this really weird glitch where I don't know if it's a glitch or something. It's just definitely really strange, and I wouldn't have thought you could do it. I was like joking about it at one point when I was like exploring in the water. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just sleep in the water, and apparently you can just sleep in the water. Like you can place a bed down, like under the water, and because like the thing's not waterlogged or anything, you can sleep underwater and regain your breath. So that's really weird to me, because it's not like you drown or anything. You just you're able to sleep. Like there's no problem at all. I don't know if Mojang will change that at any point. Thank you. Still have to build up. Yeah, and there's been a decent amount going on lately. Like I haven't really been watching my shows or anything. Like, of course, a lot of like The Flash I can't watch or something like that. Like those sorts of shows I really love. Let's look at my minimap. So if I press follow on my minimap, it should. Yeah, we're going towards it by the looks of it. Can I join? Well, it's a fully survival world and everything, and I am going to be selecting people who rather want to do series or are close friends or anything. I'm kind of selecting people to kind of join the Cococraft world and everything. But the best way to kind of have a chance of being able to get into it is contact me on Discord. I don't think I've muted Discord, or it's not good. Why is it not responded again? I don't know why it's lagging and doing all of this. It might be because I haven't really reset my... What? I was not... I hate this. Yeah, the best way to kind of join is contact me on Discord. Me too, please. It's my B-Day, and I don't have Discord. Well, Discord is the best way to contact me about it. The thing is about Discord, you got to be like 13 plus, and that's pretty much it of what I know. That's the main requirement that I know. My puppies are going off again. Please stop barking. And that's the best way to kind of like contact me, because unless you comment on my like on my YouTube or whatever, is that, and do you do a Minecraft Java edition series? If it's disconnected me again. If you do a Minecraft Java edition series, then it's helpful a little bit, because I can go, okay, if you do a series on it and all that, then come along, sort of thing. That sort of thing. That's what I kind of. Am I just moving like forwards continuously? I am, aren't I? Yep. I'm not touching anything, and it's making me. Is my B-Day, please? Like, dude, it's the rules of how the world works. Like, it's like close people and the people who are doing series and stuff off of that's how I'm doing it. I'm not just adding people onto it. I'm sorry to say, I'm not just adding like every like random person that like says, oh, please add me or whatever, or it's my birthday or anything like that. Like, it's not how series and all that work. Like I could add you and all that, and you could like explore around. Stupid things. I hate baby zombies. Yeah, if I added everyone who went like, oh yeah, ow. Oh hey skeleton. There's another tripwire, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah. If I added everyone who went, oh, it's my birthday or whatever, and like just let me join or whatever, like it would be hectic. Like it's at some point I might do a small opening or something. It's just, is that it? No, my dogs are just really going off. Is it that way around? I'm trying to work out this combination, because I really want to get this combination. Or is it that one, that one, and then that one? Okay, I'm gonna have to make a pickaxe. I should make a very basic pickaxe. they're being noisy. But dude, if you do a series or something, like if you can, if say I clicked on your channel and you do a series on vanilla Minecraft and all that, I'll add you in. Like, I'll add you in straight away, because it's the case of like, I want people who do series and stuff to be able to join in. I want them to be able to come join and play the game as it's intended, because it's a Hermitcraft like series. That's what it's meant to be. And I don't want to stop people who want to play like a Hermitcraft like series, because that's how I kind of want to do it. Like, I want to like add people in who want to do a series where they like play all together, have experience, and just enjoy the thing. I see that you have gaming in your name, and the thing is, if you have gaming in your name, you possibly might do it's like series and things off of it, but I'm not sure if you even have Java Edition. But Discord, like, you kind of need Discord to be honest, to kind of do anything, because like this Discord is like kind of a requirement for gaming these days, because otherwise you just get stuck, like not stuck like as in like stuck, but like you get stuck in like a thing of, oh, I want to play games with this person, but I kind of need to have Discord to contact them and talk to them and all that. I know you can play certain things, like, oh, I could play 2B2T without worrying about that sort of thing, or I can, you can pretty much play most games and stuff without that. But if you want to have like a community or a group of people who talk together, like, that's kind of how it works. Because like, you can't have a functioning community without basically that community area between it, because that's what you want on like a Minecraft world, because that's how it kind of works. Like, God, they're going off again, because like that's kind of how it works. And the thing is, I've of course done like my friend's Anarchy server and all that. Like, I joined his Anarchy server. They need to quiet down. They're just barking because people are there and all that, and it's just like, please, just stop barking. Yes, it's people. Yes, people. People are there. Any noise can set them off really right now, and it's annoying. A lot like that right there, like, annoying and all that. But yeah, Von there. If you can show that you have like a Let's Play series or some form of Minecraft Java series on the game, I'll add you in, because that's kind of like the requirements. I know I started the series and everything, and I didn't do a Java edition series, but of course I'm the one kind of like paying for it and running it and developing the series to the maximum that I can kind of do, and that's what I want to. I do want to do it at 80 something seconds. Oh, that's annoying. We're gonna have to wait for those 80 seconds to kind of pass, so I can actually chop that massive tree down without having to worry about like building up of it and all of that. Also, if I just invited everyone whose birthday it is and all that, like, anyone can go like, oh yes, it's my birthday, let me invite, let me have an invite and all that. Of course, I have no proof that like it's their birthday or anything, and if you just invite everyone whose birthday it is, 365 days a year, well, except from a leap year where you have an extra day, but you'll be adding like, if say one person out of all of that you added per year, so each thing, like, you want like a tight community on like say this server. where you have, say, God, what am I gonna do there? Say I want to type community on the server so that I have like, say 20 loyal players or something. But the thing is about that is, say, 1 and 2 people will be loyal and make videos on it and stuff like that. But what would I do, like, to kind of do that? Well, I'll look at series, like people doing series and stuff like that, and then that gets the name out there, and as like just inviting, like, the thing is, I invited some of my friends on here and all that, and they haven't played since, and it's the case of like, what was the point in inviting them? It's not really bringing out the name a lot. Yeah, it's cool that I can play with my friends and all that. It's just they're not really going to do anything on here. What advances? Like, I know it's weird, but like the main point of it is to have fun and all that. But it's also to experience a server with loyal players as a series. Like, that's sort of what I'm trying to do. But if I invite like random people who are like, oh yeah, it's my birthday or whatever, that kind of wrecks it. It just becomes a generic server instead of a server what is for creators sort of thing. And I should technically remove my friends off of it, and if I start getting a few people who are doing series on it instead of just me, I'll definitely do that. Like, if they're not putting any input into it, what is not usable, whatever. Like, if they want to do series on here, then they can. If they don't want to do series on here, then they don't have to. Like, it's still, like, people who do, say, like a let's play or something, they could just play on here for fun. Like, it's just cool to be able to like play on here for fun, and it also, as say, like, me as a creator and them as a creator, the way that it kind of works, it would advance both me and them to a higher standard by making us compete against, like, friendly competition against each other, trying to like better our videos and try and beat the other person in like views or something from it, like, and just trying to like get the audience up and stuff like that. Like, that part's fun. Like, it's fun to try and see what you can do to be able to entertain people and also entertain yourself. It's just a lot of fun, really. Like, that's what gaming should be, and it's what you should do. Like, sure, you can take little parts of it seriously or whatever you want to do, but it's also just, it's a game. It's for fun. It's for entertainment. It's for your generic like entertainment, like, sort of thing. And us as like creators should aim for that a little bit more than actually going, oh, I want to like develop a series because I want money or something like that. Like, yeah, it would be a plus if like any of us, like, small creators or anything, got anywhere, especially on like a series like this. But of course, that's not the goal. The goal is to entertain people and see what we could do more than anything. Like, it's just a generic thing that we enjoy, or at least that's what I do everything for. Like, I've been doing YouTube and all that for like 10 years, and like, the thing is, yeah, I've swapped channels and I've done all of that, and yeah, occasionally I would like, I really want to do it for this or whatever, and it's like, no, just do it for fun. Like, that's what I've been doing it since like the beginning. Like, just aim for fun instead of like, yeah, sure, occasionally I'm like, oh yeah, I'll try and make it so that I'm doing like a corporation thing or something like that. Like, oh, I really want to like make this massive channel network or whatever, and make money off of it or whatever. Like, it's like, nah. Like, I can go do a job in Asda or Tesco's or Aldi or wherever in the meantime, because it's the case of it gets me money. Then this is just fun. That's what it is. Like, or go work in the actual film industry, what I have the skills to do and everything, because I can edit people's videos and all that and become an editor instead if I really want. 7 seconds, seriously? Okay, let's go chop this one before we chop this big one. Because like I can edit things instead of like, oh yeah, like I wanna make money from like doing YouTube or whatever. Like YouTube's going down the drain anyway. Like, pretty much. Like it's not really. It's not easy to make a career off of like YouTube or anything anyway, but it's now even harder with everything what's going on of like, oh yeah, YouTube's pretty much like slowly dying and stuff, and it's like it's becoming awful, and a lot of like big creators are now deciding to leave and all that, and it's like you know it's bad when like big creators what have been releasing on the platform who support the platform highly and say hate Twitch and stuff like that and like live stream on YouTube instead. If they're basically going, oh, the platform's being pretty shit at the moment, and I don't like what it's doing, I'm leaving, and there's no like full alternative. There's no big alternative. There's no big alternative to YouTube at the current moment. Like the closest to it is like Twitch and Vimeo and stuff like that. But there's no alternative. There's no like backup site to fall on, and but YouTube's fun. Like till they do something stupid or whatever. Like yeah, there is a few bits of stupid things, and I do have to watch out for copyright and stuff like that. So that's like the less fun parts, but it's also just fun to see what I can create and develop as a creator, and that's why I do these videos. That, and I just like entertaining people, so we'll see what we can kind of do. I'm kind of getting lag again. I'm not sure why I'm getting lag a lot. It might be because of all the leaves decaying. That might not help the cause of me trying to get all of this. Of course, we got all of that there. I needed to put my spider heads away, and I didn't do that. All of these logs, yeah, we're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there. Okay, let's go towards home a little bit, because we might as well go towards home. I don't know if Von's still watching, but Von, sorry that I'm not adding you, at least at the current moment. It's kind of how the series is set up, and how the server's set up at the current moment. At a later date, maybe. It's also the case of like with like Discord and everything. Definitely need Discord to be able to actually do it either way, and all of that, because I'm in the future I'm definitely going to be willing to open it up to a few more people, even if they don't create videos, or they create videos but they don't want to like create videos of the server and all that. It's definitely more beneficial if they do videos, because for like both, so it's like, oh yeah, you're doing videos, your audience is now learning about the server, what means they're learning about all the other creators and stuff, that, and you're on the server, what means that you're like or are like viewers and all that are learning about your stuff, and that's why I think like Hermitcraft and all of these other stuff kind of do really well, because it's like a massive collab at all times, because you're not just going, or you can of course do all the little collabs of like, oh yeah, we're now talking to this guy and all that, and you learn about the like so let's pick out two hermits to kind of do that with. So okay, Mumbo Jumbo and say Stress Monster. If Mumbo Jumbo decided to turn around to Stress and they ended up doing something like they ended up going off and working on like a end busting thing or something like that. They ended up doing like a neutral beneficial thing or something. Then it's the case of they're doing like a collab. They're doing doing like a mix between both their audiences to then possibly have some of each other's audience go off to each other, and that's kind of how I guess the whole server kind of works like that. It was good, like doing that sort of thing on the server like this, where you're doing like a vanilla sort of gameplay. It's good, and that's what I'm trying to aim for. I'm not trying to like make a full clone of like Hermitcraft and all that. Like Hermitcraft is Hermitcraft. Sure, my world's inspired by Hermitcraft, or it's like Hermitcraft or whatever. Like, what's it I put in some of my videos? That's Oakwood. I don't want that. I put it in my tags. Like Hermitcraft or something like that. Because like people search up Hermitcraft alternatives all the time to kind of join and stuff, and that's why I kind of do that. Because the thing is, if say like they're looking for a Hermitcraft alternative to join and they want to do a series or something, then it's fair enough. Like I can go, yeah, you can join, and I should reach out a little bit more so that I actually get some people, so that I'm not doing this all on my own, because it is all on my own at the current moment. Like right now, no one online, not even like any of my friends or anything come online, so it's just a case of like I need to kind of remove them off it if they're not doing a series or anything off of it, and push for people to do a series on it more than anything. What would be the more beneficial thing for the server, because it's not that it's paying for itself at that point, but it's definitely doing the function that it's meant to, instead of going, oh yeah, you're basically wasting resources on like friends and all that. Like friends are nice and all that. It's just like if you're heading for like a Hermitcraft like server, head for a Hermitcraft like server sort of thing. Like head for a server what's going to be just for creators, instead of go, oh yes, for creators and the owners friends sort of thing. Like that sort of thing is like, wait, what? Like creators are meant to be able to create videos on it, but there's also just like 5 random people or something. Like it just becomes confusing at that point. But it's also the case of I really want to make this world last as long as possible. So like right now, I collect every single resource. So I like oh look, there's a sapling. I'll collect it. Alexa, shut up. I'm just gonna mute my Alexa so that it doesn't like go off at me or whatever. But like, I collect everything that I can possibly collect as much as possible, because the thing is, I can save it and I can use it later down the line. Even if it's not useful now, some things become useful later. So it's like, oh, gold only was useful for golden apples and golden carrots, and then now, just about in the 1.16 update, was going to be coming out in the next upcoming weeks. We're gonna have the thing of, oh, it's going to be used to be able to. I think it's Netherite. I don't know much about the new update and all that. I just know that gold is now more useful, and it can also be found in the Nether, which means that you can find it more. It was good, because I'm actually using them for golden carrots and stuff, and I technically need to make a gold farm, and I'm definitely going to be trying to do all of that. I just need to work out how to make a gold farm and how to make all of these different things. And I think inviting some more people, so like Von Gaming there, if he comes back and he's still here or whatever it is, he's willing, if he's willing to do a series or something off of it, I'll invite him. I'll just do that, and we'll do a series on like, well, not will. He can do a series on it, and I can carry on my series and all that on this server, and we can just advance up, and we can just do it and go for it. So that would be good. Like if like I get some people, because it's kind of lonely on this world. Like playing a decent amount of my actual time in like the day. I actually play probably a bit too much inside of my day. Like I definitely need to go for walks and stuff a lot more, and I'm gonna be doing that. I'm trying to be more healthy in a way. Like I've been eating more healthy, but then I haven't been actually doing the exercise. I haven't been walking. I haven't been running or anything. So it's the case of like it's what it is. This tree is too large. Okay. So if I do this one, no, and okay. Let's get this one back down a little bit so I can actually then do the thing that I kind of wanted to do to start with. Not to start with, but I'll get the thing that I kind of wanted to do. So moving on from the topic of like getting people in and stuff, because that's a pretty annoying topic to kind of talk about, because it's like, oh yeah, I'm not doing enough to kind of put the server out there and stuff. I've heard about this stuff with like the Arrowverse. So I watch Arrow and Flash and all of these other things. Like Arrow finished lately, and there's been the Flash and all that. But there's been talks. There's been a lot of talk between all the different like actors and different people and all that, and with everything that's going on lately, it's the case of like because it's so big, because the series is so big, and how many like because like you're watching Flash and you're watching Stargirl and stuff like that. Like I'm keeping up with Stargirl and I'm keeping up with Flash. Flash is actually on like hold for like 3 episodes. 3 episodes on like kind of hold, where I think they need to record or whatever them episodes. The actual guy who plays Ralph Dibny inside the series, a few years ago in like 2014 or whatever, he wanted like a lot of attention and stuff, as a lot of people kind of do, like and all that. But he went about it in the wrong way. He started saying sexist and racist things. Like one of the things he was saying was like, so one of the sexist things that he did say was that he would like beat his wife if he had one, or whatever. Was stupid to say, like, and it's not nice or whatever. And I think he mentioned about like it was like, I guess from his words, he was joking about basically that he was found out that he was racist, or something, whilst having dinner. It was really stupid. Like there's been a lot of things with like actors and stuff with like, especially with like Twitter or something. People find your old tweets and they end up becoming like surfaced or whatever, and then what ends up happening is you end up like going back on them and talking about them and stuff. And the thing is, I think the actor, I don't know his actual name, but he definitely seemed like he dealt with it quite quickly, like nicely and all that. In a way, like he was like, oh, I know I said all of that and all that. He didn't like refuse that, like, oh, I didn't say that or whatever. Like that's really stupid if like they found out and it's like, oh, I didn't say that, or it was like a hack or whatever. Like saying stupid stuff like that can kind of make the situation worse. You can rather say nothing in that situation. It's not so like when you're like, oh yeah, it's not my tweet or whatever, that sort of thing is worse than being silent, sort of thing. Like you're just digging yourself a hole at that point. As he was quite polite and all that, and going, yeah, I did say those things back then, and it was mainly to get attention and all of this, all of that, like stating about like attention and all that. Was fair enough. Like people want attention, people want to be recognised and things like that. Uh, and the thing is, he actually uh, like kind of dealt with it correctly, but he's now not returning to the Flash TV series. What I'm sad about, like he's a great actor. He actually does really well in the role, and I kind of wish he had his own TV series for the actual role because he's Ralph Dibny also like what's the it's the elongated man. That's what it is. Um, and I love that character. I haven't really like read comics too much or anything with like the Flash and the Elongated Man and all of these different things. But he, look, when like he was just about coming in and doing the Elongated Man, I researched, learned a little bit about the character, and I thought it was awesome how he done the character. And he's definitely great for the role. But of course, things that he said in the past, well, about where the series kind of started, where like the Flash released in 2014, so it was early on. And I know that Grant Gustin and some other people who Grant Gustin, he plays the Flash, said about it or whatever, but I haven't really read I haven't read anything about it or listened about it or anything like that. So I don't know their own opinion on it, but I know the showrunner and all that have kind of like stated about it being it's stated about it as well, and of course they had to let him go. It was really sad. The thing is, like, yeah, he said stupid things, but it's also the case of like kind of give him like another chance. Like you've like outed him and you've said, oh yeah, you've said all of this, but it's also the case of can he feel like once like defend himself and kind of like do it. Like it's like it's like the stupid what's it called situation all over again. The one with I forgot who it is. James Gunn. James Gunn, early on in his career, or whatever, he says stupid things, and all of that. And I guess a lot of people in that sort of situation kind of say, like in early on in their career, kind of say a lot of different things like that, and stupid things, like basically trying to get their name out there and in any way or form, and then kind of like dial it down and kind of do the things that they really want to do, and being nicer and focusing on their kind of self as a person properly instead of being this joke or whatever. As people could be stupid, like people could be really stupid, like I've been stupid in the past or whatever, and the thing is, you learn from your mistakes over time. Like I don't think it should be held against like the person who plays Ralph, because he's great at what he does, and sure, I don't know him personally or whatever, but he seems like he's very respectful of like what he did say stupid things, but he also he understands the situation or whatever. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, he seems like he understands the situation, understands that yes, he's done stupid things and all that. And the thing is, James Gunn was pretty much the same, and I'm hoping it's like another James Gunn situation where he's been fired for a bit and all that, and he'll go away and all that, and then what will happen is like. Say because he's in DC, maybe Marvel will reach out and ask him to play a bigger role or something like that, and then what will happen is in the background, maybe DC will kind of come back, or Warner Brothers or whatever will come back and and actually want him back as the role after it kind of dies down, because a lot of the cases is because it's like heat of the moment or whatever. A lot of companies go and say pull their away from the actor or the director or whatever it is, what's being questioned or whatever's happening, just because it's easier to do that than worry about it. And then what will happen is when it's died down a little bit, they'll kind of go back in and kind of like go all back in and go, yeah, I know that this situation happened, but it's also died down and all that, and you're good now and all of this. So will you come back on the team? Like, we'll give you a raise or whatever, like to be able to do it. Like, I don't know if they'll do a raise, but like it's the case of like, do you recognise that you've done a stupid situation, but do you also want to come back, because we do want you back. It's just, of course, the situation was heated, and the best way to kind of do that sort of thing is, say, take action. Seems like it's not the best action, but I think it is the best action to kind of do that sort of thing inside the situation where, first of all, the actor or the director or whoever it is gets to think about the situation. And then on top of that, the media, yes, they talk about you've been fired and all that, but they kind of move away from you being fired. They move to you being fired or not doing the series or whatever, more than the thing that you've done in the past. And yeah, I guess it could actually bring up the situation a lot more, but it's also the case of you then don't have backlash of fans and things going, oh yeah, a lot of the time you wouldn't have backlash of fans and all that, but you wouldn't get backlash of just people in general going, he should be fired because of what he said or whatever, like, and all of that. But of course, this sort of situation is slightly different than James Gunn's. The thing is with James Gunn, he's a director. He's behind the camera. He's never in front of the camera, really. So the best thing is, he was hired by Warner Brothers to be able to actually direct some stuff soon in space and all that. It was really good. He's amazing at doing that sort of stuff. By the way, I'm just having a quick drink. My throat's hurting. So like James Gunn is actually, he's really good at what he does and he's been hired by Warner Brothers, but he's also been rehired by Disney or Marvel Studios, to be more specific. And the best thing about that is that means that he's now in both Marvel and DC stuff. It was good. Like you get to see like best of both from James Gunn. Basically, it helped him more than anything. It was really strange. It's a strange situation with James Gunn. But with the guy who plays Ralph Dibny, or used to play Ralph Dibny now, Ralphie Boy, or whatever you want to call him. He's an actor. He's in front of the camera. And it wasn't just a situation where he was, it wasn't just a situation where he was, like one-sided. He not one-sided, but like, it wasn't a situation where it was just one thing. It was one, multiple tweets, and two, it was also the case of him being very sexist and racist in two standards, or calling himself out for being racist and all of that, and being very sexist in some things. And he stated about it being like he was joking about it and all that, and it was for attention and stuff like that. Like, but yeah, like. It doesn't make it like an excuse or anything for it, but it's also the case of like he's being very respectful about that. I don't think he kicked up a fuss about him losing his job or anything. What's good. Many people are losing their jobs at the current moment with COVID and everything, and two, it's the case of it's the like he can be rehired and stuff. He can be hired and other things like Marvel might reach out now because he's a very good actor, with like the way he expresses himself and stuff, and maybe he'll get like a new job. It's good. I hope he does. He's definitely he's definitely on my list of like I really like what he does. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that for a bit. But yeah, we're getting on quite well here. We're getting on quite well inside of here. We just gotta. I'm probably gonna fill up about a double chest worth, hopefully, inside of this stream, because a double chest worth will get me reasonably far, and then what I'll do in the meantime, because my voice and all that's that, and I don't want to lose my voice. I'll probably actually just work on it off stream, because I guess that's beneficial. Just working it off stream because otherwise you're just doing so much inside of like one stream of like, oh yeah, the next 4 hours I'm speaking or what, and I haven't been speaking much, or I've been speaking too much, or a bit of both. So I'm like not speaking for half it, and then going, oh yeah, I'll speak now. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of like check out the stream deck and explain things and talk about things whilst streaming on the world and where, and I definitely want to do more of these in the future. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the streams in the future. I might make them unlisted but also accessible from a actual a playlist, or is it called a playlist? I forgot what it's called. Yeah, it's called a playlist. So you can just check it out from like a playlist. What would be like easier than just getting rid of them or anything. Like you can still find it, you can still check it out and all that. It just means that like I'm not clogging up my whole stream with streams. If that makes sense. Like I'm not clogging up my whole YouTube stuff with doing streams. I can do streams and all that, and you can come and check out the streams whilst I'm running them and all that, but they'll be in a playlist called streams, and I'll do the same for my Tiltium, streams, because they're alright streams. The thing is, Tiltium went away. I mentioned about it in the last episode of on episode 2 of the series, but I'm not sure. I heard something about the owner, who's one of my friends. He might be bringing it back. He's been talking to the guy who was his admin and all that about it, because the reason it went away was like admin stuff and all that. It was like the admin was it seemed like the admin was kind of doing stuff and saying stuff and doing all sorts and all that, and like the anarchy part wasn't anarchy sort of thing, and I know Top 10 Numbers is thinking about bringing back the series a little bit. Oh no, not the series, the actual server. What means that I can carry on the series, or I can not do it anymore, or I can do like a bit of both. Might do a bit of both, and kind of see where things go. But yeah, it's gonna take time to do all of that. Of course, like I don't want to rush into things. Like I could be doing like a big like 2-3 hour stream every day, and then trying to record the video in the meantime and all that. But maybe over time I might do that. Like it doesn't need to be rushed. It doesn't need to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stream every day on YouTube and do videos and do this, do that. Like yeah, it's just like take it easy, take it with time. Yeah, sure, I could probably make a stream timetable. So I'm like, okay, I'll stream like a utility or whatever on Mondays, and then what I'll do for the rest of the week is recordings and possible streams. What I could do, like do a random stream what people can kind of like check out. But I don't want to fill people's things up with streams. Like of course I can hide the streams, but it's also the case of I should probably do regular streams. What people know. Oh yeah, like on Sunday or whatever I stream. On Sunday night I stream. So it's the case of come and check out the stream, and then it gets hidden after. So people would still find it, but it's also the case of you don't have to worry about, oh yeah, there's like 20 streams here. It's kind of blocking everything from like the normal videos. It just looks like I'm doing streams on the channel. Like if I really wanted to do like a full stream channel, I could just create a stream channel. But it's also more annoying like that, switching between channels. And so I don't like that on YouTube, like that you switch channels and it changes your the things that you normally view. So the way the algorithm reacts to you changes, as well as like say if like I decided to watch Minecraft on one channel and then I decided to watch Fortnite on another, the algorithm would think that I'm two different people on the channels. And so I'd rather just know that I'm the one person, but I have say two channels, and then it's just like, oh yeah, you're the person behind the channels or whatever. Like having a separate user as well as a separate channel, like separate users and channels would be better on YouTube, or at least that's what I think. So we're gonna get up to there, and then of course have the extra amount, whatever we have, and then I think that's gonna be it. Oh, it wore off. Okay, it was too big. It's fine. We'll mine our way up. We'll slowly get up the whole thing, and then we'll I guess this actually gets us the whole way, or most of the way to the actual amount of wood that we kind of want. The thing is, it's going to take time and all that, and like, was it 4,000 logs or whatever it is? I forgot what it was. Yeah, it's 4,000 logs. 4,000 logs. It's going to take a while. Because it's the case of like jungle trees. Yeah, it's probably the easiest way to actually get that amount, but it's also the case of it's no easy task. Like 4,000 logs, like, whew, that's a decent amount of blocks there, let alone like logs. Like you gotta wait for a tree to grow and like harvest it, and then just do everything to be able to like get as much as you can. And I definitely do like the tree fella or whatever it's called. And I could say like add on a data pack to like chop down trees easier and stuff like that, but nah. Like, what's the fun in like say adding like a vein miner or something data pack? Like, well, I guess it's more fun because you get to have a lot more materials, and then you could just go off and do stuff. But no, like, you're just adding in things for the hell of it at that point. Like, sure, I have a data pack to be able to actually make it so that I can get the god apples, or I can get like convert my wool back into string, and I can do all these little bits, like and like get more stairs and stuff for my actual value, stuff like that. Like those I guess are fine. Like, that actually makes sense. Like I'm actually getting this like more stuff that I should technically get, and all of that. Let's actually chop one more big tree in just a second, whilst I talk about this. And like the data packs I have, I feel they suit the game. They work. They don't change the game completely. As some data packs, I've been looking at them and all that. I feel like they're just too much. They change the game and don't feel like vanilla Minecraft. And like, yeah, like this MCMMO and all that. I should probably get rid of that. Like, it should probably go, because it doesn't feel like vanilla Minecraft. Because it's like, oh yeah, you're leveling up and all that, but I like levels. Like that's the thing. I like leveling systems and stuff. And of course, 1.16 when that comes around, data packs will probably still work as MCMMO. I need Spigot. I need Spigot to be able to do that. So it's not gonna be easy to be able to use MCMMO, but it also takes away the one thing that I kind of want, or that one. That one plugin that I do have, what I kind of want to see if there's a data pack or something for, where I get to get the spawners. So I should look into that and see if there is, just so that there's like a backup spawner one. That, and I should probably replace all the trees and stuff, because it'll be helpful to replace all the trees. There you go, just kill yourself by hitting yourself on me. It's fine. But yeah, let's go put all these logs back, see where we are on all of our log stuff, and I guess end the live stream and everything, because my throat is kind of hurting and all that. And we kind of talked about a lot of stuff like that, and I need to kind of get lunch and things, so it's not really the best time to stream, so I need to kind of take that in mind for next time I kind of do a stream in general, because it would be good to kind of do streams how streams are meant to be, like stream longer times and all that. Like, I'm not sure how long I've been streaming now, so let me quickly click on that. Okay, that's a little bit weird. I've been streaming for over an hour now, so not too bad. Let's just do that. Like 2 hours is kind of like the aim for a stream, I guess. That's like my aim for a stream, at least. Like the first hour is normally just getting into it and kind of like getting somewhere, and then second hour is like, okay, you kind of done as much as you could. So not too bad there. We got, what's that, 9 times 3, so that's 27, 28, 29, 30, almost 30, well, about 30 and a half stacks. So out of my 62 stacks, I'm almost halfway there. I am so close to being halfway there, to getting all the woods that we need for all of the barrels for all of this place. So I guess I'll spend the next probably hour or so off stream and off camera doing that, of like mining out as much trees as possible to get the stuff for the barrels. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this stream and all that, and I hope you watched the second episode of Cococraft, as well as enjoyed the first episode if you have watched that as well, and hopefully you tune in to be able to watch all the later things and all that. I'm sorry, Von Gaming, by the way, for not letting you join and all that, saying that it's your birthday, and or if it is your birthday, happy birthday if it is, and also come and get Discord at some point, because I kind of do want to talk to people on Discord and all that, and there's a link in the description to the Discord server if you want to come and join my Discord server straight away and all that. But yeah, till next time, I've been Kenneth. Like if you like, dislike if you disliked, and try and stay up and up to date with everything what's going on by clicking that bell and everything, and I'll see you next time.